giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessing salutations as always, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakathum, to all the sincere believers out there listening and learning, the Akim and the Akwath, keeping the faith of our Lord Yahweh Shai until we are redeemed. So back in the news with these red devils, the problem, the cancer of the earth, the Edomites, okay, so-called Caucasians, white people today. And it's crazy because I forget who it was, but it was another Edomite woman. I think her name was Jane Fonda, but she made a statement last year that we need to jail all white men until we figure out what's going on. You know, and one thing about it, the Lord has truly put a spirit in the earth that is exposing the Edomite, that is against the rule of the Edomites. Because all they've done since they've been in power is they've gone across the four corners of the earth. They've oppressed, they've lied, they've stolen, they've killed, all right? Mind you, all unjustly. And they put themselves up as the beacon of righteousness, you see? And really the whole, the whole earth sees who's really the problem. All right. And it really don't matter what you want to talk about. You want to talk about ocean pollution. You want to talk about plastic being in the oceans, the sea life suffering, chemtrails being sprayed in the air, GMO foods. Okay. People overall just in a state of mourning and complexity. See, everything, the whole of the creation is suffering under the rule of these devils. This is why the scriptures say, and we'll get it, that there's going to have to be new management on the earth, basically. The Lord is going to set up one over the earth that is profitable, okay, which that starts with Yahweh Shai in the 144, which is going to be the new government in the kingdom of heaven upon the earth. Then the whole earth is going to be at peace. But under the rule of these devils, all that you see happening is death and destruction, mourning. All these constant nonstop wars that's going on. These devils that's in the lab creating, new diseases to release on the public, using certain technologies to bring about calamities upon the earth. And yeah, we understand that it all comes from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but he's using Esau, which is his sword, to carry these things out. So he's still the devil, like Esau was set up to be that vessel of wrath. Okay, Esau was set up to be that border of wickedness, the son of perdition, and he's fulfilling his role 100% to the T. United Nations says eradicating white people would solve climate change. So even from the UN, they're very outspoken against these Edomites. See, because all nations understand that they're the problem. Okay? If you get rid of the Edomite, the earth is finally going to be at peace. And, eventually, we always talk about it. That's what's going to happen. All right? At a certain point, once they served 8,000 years of hardcore, rigorous captivity, they're all going to be burned up and they're not going to exist anymore. Then the earth can finally be at peace. But as long as the Edomite exists, this earth will never be at peace, man. Because this man is literally at war with everything. He's at war with the elements. He's at war with the people. Shit, he's even at war with himself. Damn devils, man. But anyway, the United Nations has controversially declared that, quote, eradicating white people would help solve the growing problem of climate change. And like I said, why would they propose this? Because when you go back to the root of all the problems upon the earth, it all leads back to the Edomite. For example, this climate change narrative, which, that's all BS anyway. But let's just run with that. Let's just say that climate change was a real thing. Well, who's making the earth worse to live in with this climate change? It's the so-called white man. It's the Edomite. You see? The oceans are extremely polluted to where you have certain species of marine life that have gone extinct. Okay, you have many species of land animal that have gone extinct due to the so-called white man. All right, you have a hole in the ozone layer because of the Edomites, these so-called white people. All right, you have mass wickedness and perversion that is rampant in the earth because of what the Edomites have pushed, which it all goes back to them being the wicked of the earth. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So under the vibration of the wicked, okay, because they were created to be the wicked. You do have wicked people upon the earth. Okay, you even have wicked Israelites. See, but Israelites in the other nations, they were not created to be the wicked. They were not created to be the children of Satan. See, only one group of people, man, that have that leprous mark of Cain. They were created to be that. This is exactly why you see them doing what they've doing. What they've been doing all over the earth, and they haven't stopped. There's no repentance in them. They're going to continue on. All right, because they are of their father, the devil, and the lust of their father they shall do. According to UN Youth Advisor Aisha Sidaka, white men and capitalism are the primary cause of so-called global boiling. Okay, now with articles like these, you got to eat the meat and spit out the bones, because we know that this global boiling, this is all a narrative to further the NWO agenda. All right, so they're going to throw these certain things out there, but don't even pay that no mind, because that's just a narrative that the powers that be have made up. But anyway, UN advisor says, quote, the white man has brought life as we know it to the verge of extinction. Racial harmony is fallacy. You see that? And mind you, this is coming from the UN. Now you'll have certain people to read this and say, oh, this is racist. How can the UN say this? Well, are they lying though? Are they lying, or is this the truth? This is, in fact, the truth. And you know what? This is what the men of the Lord have been speaking on, man. Okay, starting with the elders and apostles. This is what we've been bringing out, man. All right, but it's really just now that we're really at the end of the road of Esau's rule. So now everything is going to come out. All right, you just had Putin open up the vaults last week and let it be known that who the true Israelites are. Now these Edomites are out here burning Bibles, right? Seeking to further afflict Jake. But meanwhile, you have UN advisors calling for so-called Caucasians, white people, to basically be eradicated from off the face of the earth. And really, why is this talking point even being put out there? Why is this even being uttered? Because ultimately, this is the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see? Just like I referenced Obadiah 1:18. That's exactly what's going to happen. So the spirit is on certain people to basically proclaim what is written. And I'm almost positive that they don't even know that this is biblical of what they're saying. But the Lord has them in their spirit to declare this nonetheless. A United Nations Youth Climate Advisor has a history of social media posts that call for the destruction of capitalism, claim terrorism is used as a Western smear to justify its imperialism, and attack white people for purportedly fueling humanity's extinction vis a vis the climate crisis. Blah. We'll jump down. It says here, in March 2021, she posted, the white man has brought life as we know it to the verge of extinction. The white man sits at the highest level of power in the world. Now, again, like I just said, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So we know who the wicked is, okay, based on who really controls the whole of the earth, who runs the policies, who has the most, dominant control over all the nations, and that's Esau. Clearly, the same way he has killed, looted, and abused black and brown people for profit, so has he the earth. You can't make this up. Hey, call halal Yahweh by Shim Yahweh Shah. Call halal. Hey, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. You cannot make this up. The truth is out, man. Okay, everyone sees the so-called white man for the devil that he is. Even so profound to where you have the UN calling this man out. You see? Everyone knows, man. The jig is up. We're allowing white people to have too much space, she said. White people have absolutely no prerogative or authority to lead the movement. Then this is the tweet here. It says, meet Aisha Sadaka. Now she's I'm pretty sure she's a Elamite. She from India or Pakistan, one of them countries. A climate advisor for the UN. She claims, quote, the white man and capitalism are responsible for bringing life to the verge of extinction and calls white men killers, looters, and abusers. And I ain't hear no lies in what she said. All right, now you have people that are saying, of course, it's a damn Edomite, saying that what she's saying is blatantly racist, but it's not racist. Okay, it's the truth. Has the so-called white man not gone all around the four corners of the earth, raped, robbed, murdered, looted, distorted the truth, all right, and spread lies and a falsehood? Has the so-called white man repented of his evil, or has he continued on and actually grown worse? All right. And the scriptures actually say that evil men shall wax worse and worse. Well, Esau, he's that top evil man. Okay, he is the wicked. So, you can't refute this, man. And again, this shows you that Esau, he's through. He's done. All right? Esau finished, man. Call halal Yahweh Shemiah Shah that we almost at the end of this thing. And this red devil is finally about to be put down, man. Because everyone's tired of the so-called white man. Everyone's tired of you damn devils, man. All right? It's time for new rulership to be set over the earth. You see? Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Okay, so Esau, he's that unwise king. Not only has he destroyed his own people, he has destroyed the whole of the earth. And mind you, he's done it in less than 300 years. Okay, which is crazy. Back in the 1800s, Edomites actually went out and really to systematically kill off the so-called Native American, which are Northern Kingdom brothers, to kill off the Native American population. They went after the bison, and you can Google this, but they actually almost damn near killed off the bison to extinction, man, back in the 1800s, early 1900s. You see, they went out there and they systematically destroyed the Native American food supply in hopes that they would also kill off the so-called Native American. All right, but that's the wicked and violent history of the so-called white man. But when you bring these things up, they'll look at you like you just need to stop talking, or you just need to go away, because they know that it's true, and they know that they have a great recompense coming for what they've done. And yeah, what I'm saying, like you'll have certain Jakes say, oh, well, that was back in the day, they not doing it now. Well, that's a lie. Okay, because even the descendants of those Edomites, they benefit from what their forefathers did. You see, they have inheritances, they have trust funds, they have access to all the amenities that this society has to offer. Meanwhile, Jake built America, you know what I'm saying? And Jake can't even be left alone. Jake can't even get a fair shake to have the same opportunities as Esau. So this system is not set up for us. It was set up for them. You see, that's why they're the main ones that hold all the wealth in their communities. You know, they're not in trouble as other men, as it is written. You see? Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Okay, so in due time, which that time is very close, you know, shortly approaching, in which the wicked, this unwise king, this unjust judge, he's going to be taken out of power, and the Lord is going to set up over it one that is profitable. Okay, righteous rulers are going to be set up over the earth, and the wicked is going to be taken down. That's the point. But when you see that pretty much the whole of the earth is crying out against the powers that be, which who are the powers that be? They're the Edomites, okay, the so-called white man. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So who's the wicked? If you want to know who the wicked is, just look at the state of the earth. All right. Just look at who rules over the earth, who makes the policies, who makes unrighteous decrees and the laws. Look, just look at the laws that they put on the books right now. To what? Ban the Bible, to create synthetic meat, lab grown meat, right? Systematically killing off livestock, burning crops, using direct energy weapons to destroy whole states and countries, man. You know what I'm saying? Using HARP to create diabolical weather patterns. Who's doing these things? It's the wicked. It's the so-called white man. You can't get around it. It is what it is. This is why the Lord is going to have to set over the earth a righteous authority that is profitable, man. And these devils, they're listen, it's not going to be good for the Edomites in the kingdom of heaven. All right. It ain't going to be no cakewalk. Listen, trust me. You ain't going to want to be no Edomite when the Lord comes back. They might be proud to be an Edomite now because they got benefits and they got the power as it is right now. But when the Lord come back, all that's going to be put to rest. All right. When a Yahweh Shah cracked them clouds with the host of heaven, you ain't going to want to be no Edomite. You going to wish that you was an Israelite. Okay. You see, these Edomites, man, the script is going to be flipped on them. You see, because they finally going to get the judgment that they've had coming, man. And it's been a long time coming. Like the Lord has been long suffering with these damn devils. But it's that time. You see, it's that time for it to happen. Habakkuk 2 in verse 15. It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. And that's what Esau has done. Okay, especially with Jake, because Esau, he does what? He pushes Salakia, Esau pushes being a mo. Okay, Esau pushes pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, eating abominations unto Jake. Esau pushes a wicked lifestyle, and if it wasn't for Esau doing that, it pretty much influencing Jake to go off. Okay, that's why it says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him. You see? And when you go to Habakkuk 2 in verse 5, it says what? That he transgressed by his wine. Okay, so putting that bottle to a man, that's making him drunk off of wickedness. Okay, making him drunk off of philosophies and lifestyles that are not of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is how Esau has offended. See, but even though, Jake is wicked and Jake does go off, Esau is not stopping Jake from being wicked and going off. See, Esau is actually enabling the wickedness. So he's still going to be held accountable. All right. Verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also and let thy foreskin be uncovered. See, so the Lord is pulling back the foreskin of Esau Edom, which means that he's exposing this devil. Okay. All of the lies and treacherous things that he's done, that he swept under the rug. It's all coming out. And this is why he want to shut down the internet, because he can't control the narrative no more. When Esau could control the narrative, everything was all good. See, but now that people are speaking out against him, the earth is rising up against him. Now he has to, pretty much do damage control. You see? Let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. And shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. This is why you have other nations at the UN saying that we need to get rid of white people. Okay, and that's really the spirit of Yahweh Basham Yahushua speaking through these certain people, man. Because ultimately, like I said, that's the will of the Lord. And they would never teach you this in Christianity. Then you see, this is why during slavery, we wasn't allowed to read. Because once we actually read the scriptures and studied to show ourselves approved as it is written, we would have known that these pale-faced devils, that they're the biblical Edomites, okay, and that we're the Israelites. You see, but Esau couldn't have that, and ultimately it was the will of the Lord that we was kept not knowledgeable of these things during that time. But now we're at the end. Knowledge has been greatly increased. People are running to and fro seeking knowledge, and they're gaining that knowledge. And now, once again, the truth is out of who the biblical Edomites are. Okay, so Vocab Malone and Dr. Brown and pretty much everybody that came up against the true men of the Lord, okay, which are the men of Great Millstone, they're all being found out to be liars, and we being justified, man. You see? So the Lord is on our side, okay, brothers and sisters, man. Like, we ain't got nothing to worry about. This is why all we gotta do is preach the word, bring it out, thus saith the Lord, and the Lord is gonna do the rest, right? But you cannot underestimate the power of the word, man, because this word is really breaking down strongholds. Like, this word is really ending this kingdom rapidly. You see? So yeah, shameful spewing is definitely upon the glory of the Edomite. Okay, Esau right now, he can't get no rest. Job 20, Job 20 and 26, it says, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. All right, so it's going to be ill, okay, which means that it's going to be very bad, okay, for the Edomite that is left in that tabernacle, man, because ultimately these Edomites, they gonna catch complete hell. The Lord is gonna jack these people up for destroying creation, for destroying the Israelites, and being that wicked vessel. Verse 27: the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, all nations, they tired of these so-called white people. They've had enough, man. This is why, these certain nations, they're coming up against Esau. Now you got North Korea, Iran, Afghanistan, India. All these other nations that were at one point in time oppressed by the so-called white man. Now they understand this is their time to shine, and the Lord put the spirit on them to come up against Esau like this, because this would have never been happening, not even 20 years ago, 25 years ago, much less back during Esau's height, 1940s, 1950s, like right after the war. Like, man, them nations was quiet before Esau. Why? Because he had that nuclear weapon. See, but now the playing field has been even. All right, now these other nations that were once weak, now they have strong armies. Okay, now they have a strong nuclear arsenal. So Esau can't pop that shit like how we used to. All right, now he got to bite his tongue. You see that? Verse 28, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from Yahweh, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh. You see that? So this, the latter end, the ultimate end of Esau is going to go out violently, because that's how he took his kingdom. His father Isaac gave him the blessing of what? By the sword shalt thou live. All right, and the scriptures say what? He that live by the sword shall what? Shall die by the sword, man. Okay, So Esau was set up since the very beginning. You know, we're just at the time now where we're really about to see this man fall. And hey, Esau falling hard. So we can just get some more headlines real quick and close out. San Francisco announced his plan to spray chemtrails to stop quote unquote global boiling. And once again, going back to the original point, who is responsible for these policies? Who is responsible for making these moves? It all goes back to the biblical Edomite. Israel threatens to nuke Iran if America stops supplying billions in aid. Once again, Amalek, okay? That's a tribe of Edom. See? They threatening to use nukes if their certain endeavors are not met. So truly, the devil, the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Switzerland, another Edomite nation, to limit population to 10 million citizens. And I wonder how they're going to do that. Combined with disease, famine, lack of food, you know, and they just going to be straight up offing people, man. No doubt Esau, you know what I'm saying, he been talking about this disease X. We're going to wait and see what happens tomorrow. But the brother, the priest, Amawan Gabar, he had put out a video in which a news anchor, he actually said that pretty much in so many words that an earthquake is going to go down tomorrow. Now, it could have been a Freudian slip, you know, could have just been that he misspoke, but we'll see. You know, we'll see about that. U.S. is preparing for inevitable Iranian attack. Parts of U.S. border territory now belong to cartels. Crazy, man. And once again, you know, these things are being set up by the wicked. Okay, they're the ones that are creating the chaos in the earth. Let's get a little bit more. Yeah, top virologist warns massive tsunami of M to the R to the N to the, you see that letter V's that's are on the horizon. And again, that's that deception that Esau put on people, man, back in 2020, 2021. You see that? It's all coming full circle. Scottish police unable to deal with murder and rape incidents due to focus on hate crimes. World-leading data analyst links global turbo cancer explosion to the V's. You see that? Official study finds processed foods cause dementia and Alzheimer's. Again, who does that go? Listen, man, everything that's wrong with the earth, it all goes back to the so-called white man. All right? That's basically what you can get from these headlines, man. It's them. They see, they need to be eradicated. They need to be dealt with, man, because they're the cancer of the earth. So, you know, with that, I'll go ahead and close it out here. Hopefully this lesson was edifying through the Rakah Kadash. Hopefully they don't give me a strike for this lesson, but hey, it is what it is. Until next time, call halal Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rakah Kadash. Shalom to the elect.